Alrighty, hello everybody. In today's video, we are changing the fast food mascots into D&D characters, or like if they were in these certain classes. Originally, I was gonna try and incorporate race, like randomly roll for the race. However, looking at the D&D races, I realized it would be kind of difficult for some of them in the certain races of the D&D world. Like at that point, they wouldn't even look like their mascots. But I may do that for the next video. Anyway, let's just go for now. Alright, so I'm rolling for Ronald McDonald and Wendy. Just gonna do 2 for now because I don't want this video to be too long. If you want more, tell me in the comments below. But, so let's roll for Ronald McDonald. 11. A warlock. Interesting. Actually, this is the second time recording this, and originally he was a fighter. That would have been so interesting. Red for Ronald McDonald. Okay. So now let's roll for Wendy. 11. Warlock 2. Let's make things more interesting. I'm going to roll again. 2. A bard. Ooh. Alrighty. So I'll put her as orange. Alrighty, so we have our classes, and let's see. Yeah, so that's all we're going to do for now, so I'll meet you back while we're doing the speed paint. Before illustrating these mascots, I spent some time designing their outfits. Since I'm not really educated on the Dungeons & Dragons universe, I spent about a day researching what made a character a warlock. In this universe, a warlock is a person who fights with magic like a wizard, but unlike a wizard who learns to master magic themselves, a warlock spends their time researching who to make deals with. They make deals with lesser deities who will ask for favors in exchange for their power. These deities are also known as patrons. I plan on illustrating more fast food mascots as D&D characters so that they make a adventuring party. Now, something that every D&D party needs is a somewhat common goal or reason to be adventuring together. So I'm going to start with Ronald's story and build up from there. Now, Ronald over here was not named Ronald and has since forgotten his real name. Ronald used to run a fast food chain with his brother. They were starting off really well, so well in fact that it caught the attention of a lesser deity. This deity offered to help the brothers efficiently grow their business in exchange for a cut of the profit. Now, thanks to this deity, their business began to really take off, spreading across the continent and earning a good amount of profit. But it is at this point the demon begins singling out one of the brothers. Now, only one of the brothers had to shake hands with this deity, and the effects of the demon were getting to him. The demon would talk and drive the brother crazy, and no matter what the other one did, it wouldn't get any better. Eventually, this deity began looking at the other brother as an obstacle and devised a plan to get rid of him. But something unexpected happened. Before the brother could carry out the patron's order, everyone had vanished. The employees, the managers, and his brother. He had to close the restaurant that day. But when he returned, they were all there. Yet, it wasn't them. But the brother had a feeling that if he returned, it would be the end of him. Now, the Ronald demon was about to bail. After all, no business, no deal. But the brother managed to convince the demon to stay, saying, what if we aren't the only ones? What if this problem is bigger than it looks? Then no matter where you look, the problem would still persist. Stay with me, and we can destroy the source of the confusion. Win-win, don't you think? Now, the deity pondered this for a while. He supposed that out of all his deals, that the brother would be easy to use. He had either desperation or determination. Either would be fine with the deity. So the deity agreed to stay, but the terms of their deal changed. Now the demon would lend the brother all his demonic power as long as he gave up his name, adopted the demons, and did whatever the demon asked. No exceptions. Side effects of this deal more or less affected the brother's appearance in a bizarre way. However, the brother found no problem with his new look or newfound madness. With the help of the deity and some other friends, they'll be able to track down what happened to those people and who they were replaced with, and whether or not they're even still alive. on to Wendy. Designing her clothes was relatively simple compared to Ronald's, since I already had a little knowledge of bards, such as how charismatic they are and the typical clothing they wear, and how a bard has to be specially trained either by college or a master. One reason I was struggling with their attire was because I was trying to incorporate leather armor into their outfits. I used information from the Dungeons & Dragons website, and it lists some items a class starts off with, which includes leather armor in both Ronald's and Wendy's case. Alrighty, now let's have a look at Wendy's story, shall we? Wendy's parents also had a fast food chain in which they named after her. Now, Wendy was always interested in music, and her father gradually taught her how to play the lute. Wendy began playing the lute in front of other people out of mere enjoyment. She never asked or accepted money from other people. Wendy simply enjoyed playing. However, one day while Wendy was playing at the town square, she got caught up in a criminal chase, which ended in her being a collateral. But the god Melittle favored Wendy because of her music and her love for it. In return for reviving her though, the god simply asked her to share her music and become a traveling bard. Wendy was saddened by this, since she had to leave her family behind. However, when she returned home, she noticed that her parents seemed very different. Looked like no one noticed though. Not only that, but when she visited the restaurant with her parents, the employees looked different as well. A part of Wendy told her to leave, that she wasn't safe here. So that night, she grabbed what she needed and ran away. She would hide in carts so that she could travel as cheap as she could to another town. And as she traveled, she still played her music, but still did not accept payment, even though she was kind of struggling at the time. Before Wendy ran out of money, she met a master. This master bard was very old, yet still had this cheery aura about her. She taught Wendy the ways of a bard and cared for Wendy before she passed of old age. Once again, Wendy had lost someone close to her. She had often wondered if she could get her parents back, but with no leads to go off of, she had no idea where to start. And now that her mentor was dead, she was kind of in a tight spot. That was until she witnessed an incident involving a very crazy looking clown. He was asking some very strange questions, but those that related to Wendy's situation. Now, this poor fella didn't seem right in the head to Wendy, and she was about to step in as she witnessed some rough-looking men trying to mug this deranged stranger. Then, Wendy witnessed this madman single-handedly take down these four muggers with wacky pizzazz, and all with a crazy smile on his face. Now, despite that, Wendy took a chance and decided to confront the stranger. Wendy reasoned with the clown and offered to help in his quest, as it appeared their goals were the same. Eventually, the clown agreed, and this was the start of a new eccentric adventure party. Thank you for watching my video. Please consider liking and subscribing. Follow me on my media platforms, and bye-bye!